What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, Pencil, SoundCloud, SoundClick? You guys, appreciate you guys hanging around. Appreciate all of my subscribers, old and new. Been reading a lot of you guys' comments. Thanks a lot for commenting. Some of you guys are going a little too far. Putting a little too much emotions into this. It's not it's not that deep. Nobody over here is getting paid. Nobody over there is getting paid. But nonetheless, I wanted to talk about a few things. One, the officiating in major sports is just getting horrendous. There's a lot of things that are wrong, and they need more officials and better and clear cut rules. So the games, people know they need to be more transparent with officiating. Nonetheless, I wanted to talk about pretty much where a lot of teams are, who is some of the favorites, and why, who's not some of the favorites, but you're kind of like, okay, so let's talk about the Chargers. I don't know a lot about, all the people on it. I just know Phillip Rivers. My dude, old head, still out there balling hard. The Chargers, I like the Chargers. I've been liking the Chargers since before LaDainian Thomas. I like the Chargers. Junior Sale, what I'm saying? Before he went to the Saints. What I'm saying? I like the Chargers, and, I always want to see them do good. But nonetheless, the Chargers got a hard way to go. But can they make it to the playoffs? I think they have to beat the Raiders. And so, yeah, that's highly possible. And Cam Newton and the Panthers, look, I keep telling you guys, Cam Newton is my favorite quarterback because he can do everything. The man can run. He has a hand cannon. I mean, he's just awesome to me. He's the best quarterback in the game. And that's just that. So I feel he has to go up against Matt Ryan. But basically, I think the Panthers are in, but, the Falcons have to beat the Panthers in order to get in. So that's going to be a hard way to go. It's like, I can't really see that. We already know Pittsburgh's in. Pittsburgh's a favorite to win. We know that, let's look at some of the schedules here. Pittsburgh's a favorite to win. I don't know what the Packers situation is, but here's some of the upcoming games. We know that the Patriots are favored to take the whole doggone thing. We know the Rams and the Vikings, those guys are pretty much set. They've been balling out of control. And, I'm a Trayvon Austin fan. That kid is dynamite. So I want to see them do good. I'm not picking them to win the Super Bowl, but, I want to see them do good. They play good action-packed ball. Chicago's out of it. San Francisco's out of it. Who else is out of it? I think that I think the Jaguars, I think they're definitely gonna make it to the playoffs. Let's see, who else is definitely out? Well, the Lions, I think they have a chance. That's gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good deciding game here. The Lions and the Packers, because I believe both of them are on the cusp of getting taken out quickly. The Browns, we know that they're not going to go. I'm not sure about the Jets. I'm not sure, but the coach said he wants all the starters to play. We know the Eagles, Carson Wentz, they're doing dynamite, so they're definitely in there. Don't know if the Raiders are going to make it or not. I don't think so. The Bills, I like the Bills. The Bills got a lot of heart, but this is like the wild card to me. The Bills and the Dolphins. This is like the struggling teams that you want to see do good, but it's like I can't see the Bills or the Dolphins doing it. But it's like the Cinderella team right here. You like these teams because you want to see them do something, but it's like neither one of them are going to make it to the Super Bowl. They'll make it to the first round playoffs, and that's about it. Chicago, definitely not going to do it. Tampa Bay, Not going to happen. I don't think Tampa Bay has been good since Sapp was on the squad. So I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. The Bengals, that's a big maybe. The Ravens, though. So I think the Ravens have a chance of going to the playoffs. The significance of the Ravens not going to the playoffs is just like so delicious. Like if there's a team out there that I don't like, it would be the Patriots and the Ravens. But when I say I don't like, it's not like I have something personal against anyone on the team. It's just that they hold the Steelers back so much. Like, they have the Steelers number, even though Pittsburgh beat the Ravens. But those two teams are always in our face. Heck, we almost lost to the Packers. We almost lost to the Packers, so that was a close game. But nonetheless, the Steelers had a propensity to play up to their competition. So even though the Packers didn't have the number one quarterback out there, they almost kicked our behind. It was almost a San Francisco Jaguar game, you know what I mean? But, Pittsburgh pulled it out and beat them because they play to the competition. If they don't need to play hard, they won't. I don't know if you guys want me to talk any more about that James Harrison thing. It's getting kind of ugly now. Pittsburgh Steelers, locker rooms are talking about how he was sleeping in a locker room, so on and so forth. And Harrison was like, can you at least play me more? You're not playing me enough. The biggest game of the season, and he barely gets in there for like one play when they played the Pats. And he's just like, screw it, I'm leaving. And Tom, here's one thing that they was doing to Harrison that was wrong. Tomlin would cut him and then bring him back. Cut him and then bring him back. And then he cut him again. He said, but stay in shape. I could need you. And he's like, I'm 39. You think I'm going to wait for you to do this to me again? This on and off relationship that we got? No, I'm going to go somewhere and, possibly win a Super Bowl. And I'm not mad at him about that. They're talking about how he wasn't being a team leader or mentoring the other players. Who cares? Who cares? He's trying to get his money. So I'm not mad at him about that. I just wish it wasn't the Patriots. And Roethlisberger's wife is like, I don't want him hitting my husband. Well, he's going to hit the crap out of your husband, especially now that y'all made him mad. Anyways, a lot of people are talking about trade secrets. It's not like the Pats need secrets to beat Pittsburgh. They've been kicking our butt for, the last, 10 years? 5-10 years? It's like they don't really... It's like, come on, people. Like, whatever James Harrison's going to tell them is not going to, be the deciding factor. They beat us all the time. All right, so let's cut that out. All right, so the Cardinals defense are trying to do something. But the Cardinals got a hard way to go. Now, here's the thing about this game. If you look at any of the past, where the Seahawks didn't have all the defense in there, the Chandler wasn't in there, they were missing some guys, and they got rolled over. They got steamrolled, 40 to something, that was like a big deal. Can the Cardinals do that? I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think that's simply because the starters, all the big guys weren't in there, and the Seahawks defense is just dynamite. So I don't think so. I don't think the Cards are going to go. Some of you guys chose the Cards because of where the game is being played and because of Fitzgerald. I did not choose the Cards at the beginning of the season. I just was like, nope, I can't see it. I did say that I was hoping that the Panthers would go again because I believe that they had to give up that Super Bowl against Manning, according to what we saw about that fumble. And Cam Newton didn't want to jump on that fumble. I believe that game was definitely fixed for Manning to win because Manning got blown out by who? The Seahawks. They beat the crap out of them. The players didn't even want to catch the ball. The Legion of Boom was just banging them up so hard. So I believe that they gave that win to Manning so he can go out on a high note. And this is why I think Tom Brady is going to win this season. And if he stays for next season, he'll win then too. And then the whole thing about him being the greatest sportsman ever with 6 or 7, trophies, will definitely come into question because of the whole thing with Jordan. They're trying to compare him to Jordan. Jordan has 6. They're trying to get Brady to 7, saying he's the greatest of all time. But I'm like, what about swimming? Because didn't that Michael Phelps dude, doesn't he got like 10 million gold medals? So not really, but I understand that. Swimming doesn't have that much concentration because it's basically one time every 4 years that we really look at it. It's not like it's every year we're going, yeah, go Michael Phelps, America. It's like Olympics, okay, go Michael Phelps. 4 years gone by, it's like we just don't pay it as much mind as you do every year when you have a game with freaking helicopters and fighter jets flying over it. It's just like freaking military marching out on the field. Everybody's paying attention to that. Anyway, the Saints are going to beat the Bucks. We're not even worried about that. I'm going to tell you guys something that's interesting. I like the Saints to win. I'm not saying that they are. But I like the Saints. I like the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. I don't like them to win it. I like the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. But definitely not to win it. I just do. I don't know why. It's that Drew Brees is still a good dude to me. The Chiefs. I'm going to say it one more again for those of you who don't get it. Alex Smith will not take you to the Super Bowl. That's that. The Broncos suck. So, and there's that. So there's my rundown of who I think is going to do what. Oh, I'm sorry. Texans, Lions. I'm sorry. Texans, Colts. I think the Colts are going to win, but I don't think any of these guys are going to go. So it just. Bears, Vikings. I take the Vikings. So let me run it down one more time for my pick to win. Okay, this is a final. Colts, Ravens. This is. Oh, okay, so Ravens beat the Colts. Yeah. Okay, so these are some finals that already happened. And this is for Week 17, who I think is going to win. So I'll just run it down one more time. I think the Packers are going to beat the Lions. I picked the Vikings over the Bears. I picked the Colts over the Texans, Steelers over the Browns, the Patriots over the Jets, the Redskins over the Giants, the Eagles over the Cowboys, the Jaguars over the Titans, the Bills over the Dolphins, the Ravens over the Bengals, Seahawks over the Cardinals, the Chargers over the Raiders, the Rams over the 49ers, but I would be very careful because they have momentum going for them. The Panthers over the Falcons. This is a very, very, very important game. The Saints over the Bucks. That's an easy win. The Chiefs over the Broncos. So there it is. Your boy Tone 202. You guys tell me what you think. And once again, God loves you.